Hey everybody, we're talking 3D putting here today to help you have a better stroke, hopefully make more putts. Hey everybody, Scott Hogan coming here from the Scott Hogan Golf Performance Center. Today we're going to be talking putting and starting to think of some ways that you can maintain your stroke. So I know putting is one of those things that a lot of people can find it's kind of hit or miss, and we want to figure out those ways that we can make it a little less hit or miss. And so what I like to do is, especially in season, is try to maintain our stroke. Not necessarily trying to make our stroke completely different, but how can we maintain our stroke so it's a little bit better from round to round, all right? So we're gonna use 4D motion here, so have a sensor on my chest here to talk about our torso, all right? And what I see most players getting off with when they're starting to struggle with putting is they typically don't have their torso where they want it relative to their target line. So that's gonna be our laser line on the ground here. So if I'm gonna hit good putts, my preferred way is if we keep this really simple. I've got a straight line. I've got a straight line going to the hole, and if I can keep my body squared up to that line, I tend to think the stroke gets a little bit simpler. Now, you can have some variance with that, but typically that's what I see works the best. Because, again, if I see people that have open shoulders, again, most people will open them and they're like looking at the target. What I see is they tend to start kind of cut across their putts. When you're doing that, you're getting a glancing blow on the ball. You're not getting efficient transfer energy. So the ball's not, your speed gets off. I mean, really everything starts getting affected by this. Whereas if we get squared up, the putter tends to want to swing a little bit more square to that line for, on its arc. So we're not going straight back, straight through per se, but it definitely goes square a little bit longer when we have our shoulders squared up a little bit. So what we're going to do here is we're going to work on getting ourselves squared up. So we're going to use this 4D motion, okay? And again, what I see most players doing is getting this torso really square. So you'll hear these beeps going off. That's telling me that I've got the sensor, I've got my torso squared up to my target line. So if I can get my putter set and then get my torso set, if I'm hearing the noise, good things are happening, okay? If I can keep that beep going while I stroke the putt, you can see it rolls right down the line and we go right in the hole. So it's really a great way to start maintaining your stroke is just checking some of your alignments as we go. Now, if you don't have 3D, how can you do this? Well, you can take a club, you can put it on your shoulders. I think that's a little bit of an inexact science. The best thing is if you can find a place to go and get yourself checked out, that's the best. But you can also have somebody help you behind and check your alignments, mainly in your shoulders, but it really could be throughout the entire upper body that we see this. So if you start maintaining your stroke from a setup standpoint, you're going to find it's a little bit more consistent, a little bit easier to roll the ball. You'll be freer, which makes you have better speed control, and you'll be able to make more putts hopefully and shoot lower scores. So give it a try when you get out there and you're practicing. Check those shoulder alignments, check that torso alignment, and make sure you're in a good place to hit your best putts.